Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias, and today I'm actually going to be featuring the Phantom Knight updated testing video that I haven't actually done before because I was overwhelmed by a couple of things. But before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Alright, so for replay number 1, by the way, literally almost all of those replays are either against meta decks or very respectable decks that drew well. So a lot of people sometimes what they do is they say, oh, well, yeah, okay, sure, but like, you didn't play against the meta deck, who cares? But the thing is, his hand was the nuts. It's kind of like saying, okay, I played against Fluffles, but they drew like 3 hand traps and like, what's the broken combo? A bear, wings, and I don't know, like something nutty every single game. Like, obviously, it doesn't matter if it's Fluffles. If the hand is nasty, then you're literally gonna lose. And look at this Infernoid hand. This is not average. I don't care what people say. You don't, like, draw this in Infernoids normally. It's above average. If you're going first with this hand, it's double feast into 5 monsters, which is already 3 or more, like, real negates, and then you have, like, 2 DD Crows, so that's actually super nasty. But I'm going first, and he doesn't have hand traps, obviously, but, I mean, it's still Phantom Knights. It's very, very, like, resilient through hand traps, so, I mean, for example, if the Grav were to get ashed, because up until now, nothing could have actually gotten infinite. If the Graph got an Ash, then I just make Rusty Bardish using these two, and I just continue as if nothing ever actually even happened. So, you know, it really doesn't do as much as you actually think. This deck inherently plays through at least one hand trap, like, built in, and then the rest, you know, you just try to figure out while you play. By the way, before I just go any further, first of all, I actually modified the combo, so now instead of actually just linking off the Seer and Cherubini to always get a Rusty and a Cherubini that literally does nothing in the main monster zone, I'm actually doing Levier before, because now when I detach the Seer, I can actually revive back the Ancient Cloak from the Banished and the Graph in the column that Cherubini points to, so now I can actually make Rusty, or Appaloosa. Yeah, well, actually, you can make Appaloosa with the full combo, and depending on the amount of extenders that you can make, you can even go Appaloosa, Rusty, Utopic Future Dragon, Dark Requiem, and Fogblade, which is like what, 8, 9 interruptions? 9 something stupid? Yeah, it's literally almost 9 interruptions because Dark Requiem is 3 negates. Then you have a pop with Rusty, so that's 4. Appaloosa for 3, so that's 7. Fogblade is 8. And then you have Utopic Future Dragon for a monster negate, so that's 9. 9 interruptions, basically. That's the highest ceiling point of this deck. But yeah, obviously, this Rusty is going to send whatever, it doesn't really matter, and then I'm going to revive back the tier scale because I use the effect of a Phantom Knight monster, and then that's the effect of Fogblade, I believe, in the graveyard. Yes, it is. Then Rusty is going to pop the Break Sword, which allows me to revive back 2 Phantom Knight monsters from my graveyard. They become level 4, and now I can make Dark Rebellion, which is better to make than Raider's Knight, because if I make Raider's Knight, I can't really go into Dark Requiem that actually does something. So this Dark Rebellion is actually going to be pretty nasty. I'm going to set 2 to my back row. By the way, if I get Regeki'd here, I actually have a new, like, game plan. I rank up magic this into Ultimate Falcon, and if they cannot out the Ultimate Falcon, I OTK them next turn, because Ultimate Falcon is actually a Utopic Zexal. I did not know that. There is an effect where you can detach a material, so you rarely see Ultimate Falcon with an Xyz material in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, because most of the time when you see an Ultimate Falcon, it's because you effed up and you MST'd Awakening the Dragon, or you Lightning Stormed, or anything like that. So this is one way to actually make a clean Ultimate Falcon that legit has its effects. So anyways, unaffected by card effects, everyone knows that. You can detach a material from this card. For the rest of this turn, all monsters your opponent controls will lose 1,000 attack. Also, your opponent's cards in effect cannot be activated. That's not saying your opponent's cards in effect cannot be activated in response. That means your opponent's cards in effect cannot be activated for the rest of the turn. So that's super disgusting, and if this card has a Raid Raptor monsters and Xyz material, you get like an extra effect to like make your opponent lose either 1,000 attack on all of his monsters or 1,000 life points. So that's really irrelevant, but yeah, the most relevant effect is the one, you know, I mean, the 2 effects that you don't even need like a Raid Raptor monster to make it, so that's actually really stupid. But yeah, I'm literally forced to, you know, destroy this Void Apocalypse, otherwise he's going to be sending like 3 Infernoids from the deck to the grave, and I really can't afford that. I obviously don't know that his hand is stacked, so, you know, so I'm popping that. He's going Void Apocalypse anyway, so his hand was stupid good, man. It's nuts. And now he's just making Devi Ati, which destroys spells and traps, but it can negate monster effects. So if I just Appaloosa negate it, he can just negate Appaloosa, which is pretty bad. And if I use Dark Requiem, then I have to use Appaloosa as well. So I think I'm just gonna Fogblade that. In hindsight, you know, it's Infernoids. It can't really play through 3 Appaloosa, so I shouldn't have Fogbladed it. I should have still went Dark Requiem and then Appaloosa. So I guess. Anyways, Void Vanishment, and then, you know, gonna search this Void Imagination. I can't do anything about it anymore. I mean, whatever. He's actually playing more than just that in his deck, but now he actually had to use the Void Vanishment, so he can't even go into Gravity Controller, right? Yeah, he can't. So, yeah, he's going to banish the Infernoid Tiara with Thingy now. I'm going to Infinite the Deviati. Something weird is going to happen. Okay, he's just gonna set a useless Void Feast. Now I'm going to Fogblade. There's definitely something that he could have done, like on top of all of that. I'm an avid Infernoid player, for those who didn't know. My first ever regional top was it with Infernoids. Yes. Anyways, he's just gonna scoop. By the way, his name is Elephant 93 kilograms. I feel kind of attacked because I weight 93 kilograms. Actually, I weight a bit more than that. I think I weight like 206 or 207 pounds. Yeah, anyways, moving on to the next replay. Alright, so, well, technically, this replay was the game that happened before that, so I'm actually showing things in reverse. There are like 12 replays that I'm showcasing in this video, by the way. I actually counted for once. And, yeah, I'm going first again. His hand is obviously not average. Again, this is, like I said, I keep saying this is not average in an Infernoid deck. You shouldn't be resolving Void Feast too often. Like, pretty much half of your games max, but yeah, anyways, my hand is actually kind of stacked. The fact that I drew rank up Magic with already an engine is fine. It's only a brick when the rest of your hand doesn't allow you to really play Yu-Gi-Oh! Did I actually start with Tour Guide? I actually didn't, which is the proof that Tour Guide sucks, because most of my losses were actually, I barely lost anything, but my occasional losses were due to drawing 3 Tour Guides and getting infinited, and then having to pass. So, Tour Guide, no, I don't like this card actually. I really want to cut it. Because, yeah, sure, it gets you Graph, so it's technically a better starter, and it's a 1-card starter that doesn't, like, require a discard. But, who cares? Like, you really don't care too much about that. Anyways, I'm actually going to end with way more than usual, so I have double Fogblade Ash, rank up Magic, and, like, a Leviair on top of everything that I usually end on, so that's... How many negates is that? Once again, Dark Requiem is gonna have 3 monster negates. I'm gonna have the Rusty Pop, so this is 4, 5... 6, 7, 8. 8 interruptions? What the heck? Bruh, and then I'm just gonna... once again, I don't know why I Fogblade this when I can just... Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I can't even Dark Requiem this. I can only use it during the main phase, so... yeah, not my fault. But besides, I really want to get the pops, so I'm just gonna pop that Void Imagination. And yeah, the skillful Yu-Gi-Oh! Player actually drew another Void Imagination, so that's actually really nasty. I'm gonna Ash it though, but he's gonna have Void Feast and Trap Trick. And I'm going to top deck Ash because I'm good at Yu-Gi-Oh! You see, I'm really good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's gonna be pretty unhappy when he's gonna see that Ash on the Void Feast. I'm gonna give me the win, because when you're good, bro. Man, yes. Anyways, moving on to replay number 3. Can you see something? Can you see it? So, we don't have Tour Guide, which is, once again, I'm going to keep repeating myself, is a good thing, because I hate that card. And then we have the rank up Magic, which is, once again, fine, because we can already play the game. But then, our opponent has, Dark Ruler No More. So, is Dark Ruler No More good enough against this deck? The answer is obviously nope. Bro, it's Phantom Knights. What are you expecting? So I'm gonna road out for the tier scale. Obviously gonna pitch that Jackalope. That's nasty, man. That's one of the better discards. Then gonna summon Orochimaru, the Child Molester, from my deck. Then I'm gonna search the Silent Boots, blah blah blah. Make sure we'll be using these two because I'd rather... Yeah, there's no reason to like keep a Phantom Knight on the field, because if this gets like interrupted somehow, I can still banish the Silent Boots, search something, and then revive back tier scale, make Leviair, and then play from there. So it's actually much better. Whereas if I actually just kept like if I only linked off Tsuchinoko with one of the two, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I actually went on a path that allows you to play through more interruptions, which is always what you're trying to do. So now I'm gonna whatever graph blah 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 here. This is so good, man. This is just so much value. It's so much better than just bringing back a Cherubini that does nothing. Anyways, this is gonna send that Ragged Gloves. I have like the whole trinity now. It's disgusting. I still didn't use the effective tier skill, I believe. I have Silent Boots, Ragged Gloves that can send like a trap, and then I'm gonna search another Fog Blade, revive back Thingy, make Levier. Of course, revive back Silent Boots, Ragged Glove into... Okay, no, Utopic Future Dragon first. Ragged Gloves into Wings, revive back whatever, it doesn't matter, and then make Break Sword. Ah, this combo is repetitive, huh? But it's fun. I actually enjoy myself every time I play this, because I always do the combo in a different way. Oh my god! Oh, what deck am I playing? Paleozoic? Altergeist. This doesn't... Oh. Ooh, 3 Fogblade, Infinite, and something that allows me to negate 3 monster effects, and pop a card, and I have a Utopic Future Dragon that cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and when it negates monster effects, I don't just destroy the card. No. Negate and steal. Give me that Dragoon. Also, good luck in destroying this card with Dragoon, since it cannot be destroyed by anything. 3 Xyz number with the same rank except number. That's definitely not how you're making the card. Anyways, he's gonna go Rhoda for this. That killed me. I was like, LMAO. All of that just to negate one freaking Utopic Future Dragon, if you say so, bro. Then yeah, he's gonna make okay, sure, okay, all right. I'm going to say something here. I am stupid. First of all, the play that he did is just like dumb. Like, why would you make Utopia double under freaking Dark Ruler, unless he only plays like one package? Okay, yeah, sure, obviously. I mean, obviously it's Brandish, but okay, I completely forgot that Rose could actually like bring itself back when you destroyed like anything. I thought like you actually needed to destroy something with like a Brandish card, but turns out no. So I should have Fogbladed this in order to like make the game go by a little bit faster, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So yeah, double or nothing. Obviously that doesn't do anything. Then revive back the Rose, which shouldn't have happened, honestly. Zeke is going to... Oh, this is good for me because yeah, I guess that's the half of the mentality, because I really wanted to... Wait, hold on, that makes no sense. Oh, no, that does make sense. That allows me to pop a card. So I Fogblade him because I want him to link it up for Shizuku so I can revive back the Rusty and then make Dark Requiem, and you know, there, we're trying to play through Dark Ruler in a crafty way. So... you know, he plays into my trap, and then during the end of main phase, not during the end phase, I'm going to revive back this, because Phantom Knight rank up magic is only during the main phase. So yeah, I'm going to revive back the Rusty, which obviously isn't negated anymore, and then I'm going to transform Rebellion into Requiem, pop one of the two because they could be infinite, but I already have an infinite to negate this card, so I'm just gonna negate, like, destroy this. I'm gonna do a really stupid move though, because I'm going to negate the freaking Shizuku and negate the Ray. And in my head, that made sense because I was like, oh, you only have one card, come on. There's no way this game actually takes 10 years to finish. But out of all the one cards that it could have been, it's the one card that allows him to stay in the game for like 2 extra turns. So obviously I get the hit by there can only be one. And, well, I mean, you know, when you're actually still having like 2 negates, you don't really care. I mean, I have 5 interruptions, and he has only like 1 card in hand, which obviously he's playing a Toon package. You're gonna see this in the later games, but now he really can't play the game anymore. So yeah, it's just basically going to be over right now. I mean, this is just another way to waste time. I feel like if you're a Brandish player, it's actually in your blood that you're actually destined to waste people's time. Either this to make Kinda for time, or Hayate for time. Oh, sorry, bro. I was trying to play fast, bro. It's not my fault, bro. Anyways, next replay. Dark Ruler, Widow Anchor, no, that wasn't for Mystic Mind, don't worry. And then there can only be one again. What a skillful Yu-Gi-Oh player. Literally the same hand, and this time I have Tour Guide. So if I get hit by Infinite, well, it's game over for me, but to be honest, if I had, what's his face? Tier skill and I pitch this, I still lose, so yeah. I mean, if anything, it could have been like a level 3 extender, then Ragged Glove summon, you know, Kagemusha Knight, then make Cherubini, send Graph, get negated, then lose. Yeah, you know what, in like, technically it changes nothing, it's just that 3 tour guide, I don't know, I'm really good at drawing 3 tour guide. I'm really good, or drawing a tour guide with a bunch of normal summons, and then just never being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, anyways, I'm going to blah blah blah, do the exact same plays as always. This is really cool when you can actually send Stream Graves instead of Tier Scale with Cherubini, because now you can summon that freaking Ragged Glove from your hand. That's actually really nasty. So yeah, Rusty Bardiche, blah blah blah. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I didn't fuck up. So okay, so that Silent Boots is gonna be able to summon itself. Then I'm gonna make Levier. This is actually funny because I really need this in the grave, and the best way to get this in the grave is by making Utopic Future into Utopic Future Dragon. So that's like a 2-in-1 bonus. I get the Xyz material in the grave, and I make a negate, so I can actually do the full combo as if, you know, no scenario was ever tricky. So gonna bring back that tier skill. That tier skill is unused, so I can actually just get full value off of it. That's super nasty because it allows me to make another Levier. And then, oh my god, this is just disgusting. I love this. I love this so much. Oh yes, okay, revive back 2, blah blah blah, then make Dark Rebellion, set 1 again. This is literally the exact same board. And now he tops deck. I don't even know why people play this card. It's not even good. It literally does nothing. Even when Engage was a thing, this card still sucked. Because if your hand doesn't have Engage and you have this, congratulations, you have a neg-1 in your hand, and you can't play the game. But yeah, Toon Kingdom, blah blah blah. This is gonna search Comic Hand. This is so frustrating, but it doesn't change anything to my life, because I can just pop the Comic Hand, and then he's gonna negate, but like, I literally don't care, because if I recall correctly, this card says once per turn you can negate. Yeah, once per turn. So wait, hold on, no, that's actually really bad shit. It means that I cannot negate myself. Okay, yeah. In case you were wondering, there's a difference between a card that says once per turn you can negate, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Like I said, Utopic Future Dragon, it's a once per turn you can negate, so it is actually the physical copy itself can only negate once per turn, whereas if it was you can negate blah blah blah, like such as Heart Red Dragon Archfiend, you can only use this effect of Heart Red Dragon Archfiend once per turn, then it is actually the player's restriction. So if the card switches control, both players can use the negation of Hot Red, whereas Utopic Future Dragon, only the first player who actually attempts to use it can use it, even if it's like switches control 10 billion times. So I won't be able to use the effect of Utopic Future Dragon right now. Well, I mean, that's the way it should actually work. So yeah, now he's going to Hayate attack directly for 0, but he's still gonna send that Jamming Waves, which obviously doesn't do anything. I can just Fog Blade this Kagari. Now he's gonna make Shizuku regardless. I feel like those are the exact same 2 back row with the exact same Shizuku, and then I'm obviously gonna Ash that. And then I'm going to have to deal with another freaking annoying There Can Only Be One. Yo, 3 Ash, oh my god. I mean, the way I won was so overkill. This is so cool. Okay, I really have to mention that, because the thing is, I realized that when you're making your Dark Requiem by banishing a Dark from your grave, it is optimal to banish the Seer, because later on, you can Levier to revive back the Seer from your banished, it dies, you bring back Cherubini, you send a level 3 monster from your deck, and then that gets you infinitely closer to making Appaloosa. So that's actually just really disgusting. And obviously that's a fairy monster, so I have a monster that isn't Dragon, Warrior, or Aqua. Aqua, huh? Not Sea Serpent. What the heck, man? Levier the Sea Dragon. Sea Serpent Dragon? Aqua. Okay, bro. Anyways, he's gonna Widow Anchor for 0 reason. Oh, wait, no, hold on. He was about to die. Nice top deck, bro. And I'm just gonna kill him. It's literally that simple. Don't kill me, LMAO. But yeah, that's how you 2-0 Brandish. Even the Infernoid guy, technically, I would have 2-0'd him. I just decided to turn my brain off. But in like a real game, like I obviously would have won. And in a real game, my deck would be a bit more optimized. So yes. Anyways, moving on to the next replay. Yo, okay, so he has Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon with a bunch of really good cards. Good cards, I don't know. It's the Successor Soul. Why? Anyways, search. Yo, Foolish is already a 1-card starter. That's so insane. Oh my god. But yeah, the exact same as, you know, just I usually do. It's literally that simple. So, revive back Silent Boots, blah blah blah, revive back Tier Scale, make Levier, detach Seer, Revive back Ancient. The Levier is so overpowered, because not only is it just never an egg, it revives back the resources from your banish, so it makes you think that it's as if you were playing Orchest. You just always get back the resources that you banish, and then by the time it gets the next turn, you just kill your opponent because you have a stacked graveyard. Like, you can literally OTK your opponent just with your graveyard. It's super disgusting. So now we're gonna pop the Break Sword. Gonna revive back basically anything that isn't Silent Boots, but obviously we already got the Search, so it doesn't really matter. Was in my banished already. Yeah, it's only Silent Boots, and then the 2 traps, which I cannot get back, but yeah. I'm just gonna let a lot of plays go, because, I mean, it's freaking Blue Eyes. Do I really need to negate, like, the first card that he goes into? Obviously not. And then, yeah, he already scoops there. I mean, nice deck, honestly. But yeah, this is how we do it. Gonna jump into the next replay now. Alright, that's me going second against Dark Lords. Yo, he drew the nuts, by the way. Holy lord. He's gonna upstart into what again? Oh, okay, Jackalope. That didn't end up doing too much. That was Dark Lord Contact. That's very good. And then Jackalope is going to get sniped, which can summon a level 8, so you can actually make a Harbinger with that. Ha ha ha. And then, yeah, Superbia revive back Tiscatlipoca and make a Skull Teeth. I was like, what the heck, bro? Why are you making... I mean, obviously, if you're... I just realized he mulliganed back his entire old hand just to keep the new 3 cards, which are Nasty, Monster Reborn, Banishment, and Eggshell. Yo, your draws were sick. That's actually really cool. Oh, wow. Anyways, yo, he's gonna go from like 0 to 100 real quick. Gonna get that beautiful garbage card that I think should never be played in any Dark Lord deck. This card sucks. And yeah, Superbia again. This is very cool looping Superbia because you're really good and you actually draw Monster Reborn and Contact, because if you revive back freaking Superbia using the monster effect of a Dark Lord, it doesn't summon back a Dark Lord monster from your graveyard because Superbia is an optional 1 effect, and the fact that you have to shuffle back the spell card from your graveyard to your deck misses the timing of Superbia. It's really stupid. It's kind of like kaijuing a Dupe Frog or using it as a link material. The last thing to happen is not Dupe Frog hitting the graveyard, but actually your Link monster or whatever hitting the field. It's super stupid, but without mechanics like that, the game would be super garbage. So shoutouts to Garbage Lord once again. You're probably watching this video. I mean, basically, once again, like I said, my biggest fan. Oh my god, this is nasty. If he goes Sanctified Dark Lord, I can just go Chain Forbidden Drop, negate literally all of your 2 Dark Lords, and now you have 0 negates. So that's super sick. So right now, how many negates does he even have? 3 or 4? Oh, only 4. No, 3, sorry. So he has one monster negate in the form of any of these 2, and then he has a Harbinger. So the Harbinger doesn't do anything against this deck, though. I mean, outside of like redirecting, but that's super relevant. Basically going to let every single one of my plays go, which is super funny, because it's easy for me to destroy him at this point. And then, oh my god, just look at all the pluses. This is nasty. Oh man. Oh my god, look at the amount of monsters. This is crazy. Utopic Future Dragon. Then he's gonna negate that. Out of every card to negate, just wait until you negate. Even this, I'm not even gonna bother using Forbidden Drop yet. And obviously, I kind of should have, because it gets the Ragged Gloves in my graveyard, which is the only thing I really cared about, actually, at the end. I was like, wait, hold on. I don't even care about negating your thing, because this Rusty wouldn't have gotten me another plus. I already used up the effect of every single one of my Phantom Knights. So the only thing it does is set a Fogblade. I don't really have to protect this with my life. But yeah, now I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I guess this would have allowed me to get like an extra pop, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, I think I'm gonna get away... Oh yeah, I'm gonna find a way to revive back that Rusty, actually. That's super funny. So I'm gonna search this rank of magic, and now I'll go Forbidden Drops. That's so jokes. I negate just because I want the Rusty in the graveyard so I can revive it again, and then make Dark Requiem pop the Eggshell because it has a fat booty, and now Dark Requiem puts to 0 and gains 28. So 58, 21, 3000. I can negate every Battle Fader and Swift Scarecrows in the alphabet, jump over you, and you are dead through like 12,000 life points. Beautiful. So that's how we do it. Once again, let's get into the next replay. Oh, I'm playing against this borderline FTK deck. He could have won, though. What the heck? Don't ever discard barrier statues. Your deck is inconsistent as heck. Just discard the Apex Avion, But okay, now he's just gonna normal summon, do nothing, and then pass. Nice deck. All he has now is a Solemn Judgment, so yeah, this is why you never play stun decks, because this is not a combo deck, this is not a control deck, it's a stun deck. If you play Solemn Judgment and barrier statues in your deck, there's literally nothing respectable about your deck. It's just literally, I'm trying to go first and draw well, and if I go second, well, oh, you win, I guess. It's just Solemn Judgment as a card has like the worst design ever, because it doesn't negate that much. Like in your head, it's like, no, it negates everything. What are you talking about? Not really, because the only thing that is universal in every single deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is monster effects, and Judgment doesn't negate that. It only negates monster summons, which is way less important than you think, because if you're going second, your opponent doesn't need to commit any more monsters on the field. All he needs to do is use the monster effects already on the field, so Solemn Strike is actually infinitely better going second, and Solemn Strike only paying 15 going first allows you to actually time your negates better, whereas Solemn Judgment, you have to like use it perfectly, otherwise, well, you pay 4,000, you enter like into a red zone and then you just die to like anything, and that's kind of what's gonna happen. So it's gonna Judgment that Cherubini. Can I make another Cherubini? Oh yes, I can, bro, I can. Yes, I can make another Cherubini as if nothing ever happened, because yes, I do play a second Cherubini now, and he's just gonna scoop it up. How is he gonna win this? I have no idea. He's not gonna win, actually. Let's get into the next replay now. Okay, I'm going first, but I actually pretty sure. Wait, hold on. No, I lost the game too, because he summoned a barrier statue with Simorg, and all of the monsters in my hand had 1,000 attack or less. So the only monster in your main deck that can out it is Strain Greaves, I believe. And I didn't draw that, so there's no way for me to out a barrier statue, and he's just gonna destroy me on the end phase. So that's a really stupid way to lose, but it's a realistic way to lose. So now I'm going first. He has a really good hand, like extremely good hand. Once again, Extravagance and the Melody of Awakening, like Melody of Awakening Simorg. Anyways, Silent Boots actually coming in clutch. Really good card. He's gonna Ash the Graph, but is that enough? Of course not. You really think that's enough? Actually, yeah, that did quite a lot, because now I can't really make a rank 3 monster. That's why I should actually play more level 3 extenders, actually. Now he's gonna top deck an Ash. I'm just gonna Ash the Extravagance, so now all he has is this Simorg Onslaught, but that's unfortunately kind of good. So I'm gonna search this card that obviously is not going to resolve. And now it's funny because he's gonna make an El Mirage, but it doesn't matter because you can't revive back this. So all he can really do is summon that Dark Simorg, just do nothing at all and pass, because obviously I can Fog Blade it again. And next turn you're dead, because I have an Ancient Cloak in my graveyard. So even if, you see that Ash, he has to use it for the Rusty, which is dumb. So now I'm gonna, not now. Okay, now I'm gonna pitch. I'm like, even if you Ash this, it doesn't matter. At least I get the Fog Blade in the graveyard. And now I'm already set for a Levier combo, so there is no way I can not win this game in 2 seconds. Even if the other card in his hand was a hand trap, I still win, because I just have everything. I have utility cards to survive. I have a graveyard, which is super important. Basically, at any point in the game, if you have a way to stay alive and an Ancient Cloak in your graveyard, you know you've won, because this is just a 1-card starter, 1-card recoverer, 1-card everything, you just name it. And obviously at this point, I mean, come on. Sure, this is indestructible by card effect, so I can't really Break Sword it. I mean, I can still attempt to do it, just to pop my own Break Sword, but there's no point, kind of. I should have actually popped the Fog Blade, and then popped the Break Sword and attempt to, destroy this with no result, but I mean, who cares, whatever. Now I'm just gonna put the attack of this to 0, and then Forbidden Drop on battle phase, and I'm gonna jump over, and that's it. That's just so much damage, man. This is 56, 87, a lot and a lot, so over 13k. Even One Punch Man Saitama would actually be very proud of me. Let's go into the next replay. Well, I just FTK'd myself. Oh shit. Yeah, in case you're probably not wondering it, probably not realizing it, the 30-minute limit on my camera has actually been reached, so I have to redo a bunch of footage that I actually did. But anyways, so I'm going second against this weird Phantom Knight deck, but I have a beautiful hand of Tour Guide and 4 normal summons, so I can't do anything, literally, and I get Fog Bladed. Beautiful, that's exactly what we want. So the only play I can do is Fog Blade pass. Obviously, if I had just more level 3 extenders, you can't just say play more level 3 extenders, because what are you gonna start cutting? You're gonna cut your Tour Guides? I mean, I can do that, I don't really mind too much, can't really cut my graphs, and obviously I don't want to cut the Phantom Knights because they are what makes your deck like insane, and they're good to draw. Obviously not good to draw in like 10 ofs, but they're pretty good to draw. I mean, if you don't have Tour Guide and 5 normal summons, I really don't see how you lose. It's just, Tour Guide actually just makes every Phantom Knight card in your hand garbage unless you can actually pop off. But I'm just gonna let a bunch of his plays go through because he's just gonna play in like a really weird way. I mean, just look at his deck list. It's like, what the heck is this, man? Like, bro, like, even Tornado Dragon. How are you making Tornado Dragon in Phantom Knights? It's a wind. Your monsters, yeah, sure, they get revived back as level 4, but you're locked under Dark only. Anyways, I'm just gonna negate that Rusty because I think I was like, okay, I should be fine. I don't think I should get OTK'd, but that's definitely not how it actually ended up going. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to survive. He could have dealt me 7,900 damage if his Ancient Cloak actually put this like extra 800 and then summon like a 3,000 attack monster here. Think the Arc Rebellion has 3,000? Yeah. So it would have been 3,000 plus 2,000, so 5,000 and then plus 29. That would have been 79, and then obviously with 100 life points, that's way more than enough, and obviously I would have won, so... yeah, Cherubini into blah blah blah, that's just how we did it, how we do it, honestly, it's that simple. And, oh my god, 2,800 attack Seer, that's nasty! Oh my god, that's literally the fattest Seer, like, ever. And, yeah, obviously, if I could actually just play the game, there's no way I lose, but when I don't get to play, obviously I can't do anything. What even is his main deck? Just every trap card imaginable in the archetype. It's just like no like actual like goal that you want to have. It's like you're not even like making combos, you're just playing with traps that aren't even like interactive and not really just their effects are just horrible. It's kind of like playing, I don't know, negate attack in your Paleozoic deck. Oh yeah, but it negates attacks and it allows me to no, just no. Anyways, so I'm gonna pop everything. Breaksword first, obviously. And then this card, ooh, even if it gets destroyed and goes to the banish, you can still revive back with Breaksword. I did not know that. It's actually filthy. Oh my god. Anyways, it's none of that matters because Dark Requiem put the attack to 0 and then proceed to jump over for game. Well, I mean, he still gets the tank 1 attack directly with the garbage trap card in the grave, but that's not enough. Anyways, next replay. Might need to start fast-forwarding this shit. Anyways, going first against Trains, he has Urgent Schedule because obviously Train players always draw Urgent Schedule. It's that unsearchable 3 of that you have like a 95% chance to draw. It's kind of like how Core, even if you only play 6, you should be opening it 9 games out of 10. And obviously if you disagree with that, then oh my god, you don't know how to play Cyber Dragons? What, bro? Core is obviously the main card of your deck, you should always draw it. Ah, Cyber Dragon players, man. It's just like another story on their own. Anyways, Rusty gonna send that Ragged Gloves, which doesn't do anything because I think String Greaves can already summon the Ragged Gloves from the hand. Okay, so basically you should have sent like the Silent Boots actually, because now no, wait, hold on, it doesn't really matter. I can just revive back the Silent Boots here. Oh no, yeah, no, exactly. That's why I should have actually sent the Silent Boots, because I actually banish it after. So when I start my turn next turn, don't have a Silent Boots in my graveyard. It doesn't matter, because I can actually easily search it with Ancient Cloak. Wait, hold on. No, I'm stupid. I do have it. Oh my god. Oh wow, I'm just dumb. Okay, obviously I'm dumb. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, because I ended up making another Leviator. I just, for some reason, I thought that, you know what? I didn't eat breakfast yet, and it's freaking 12:20. I really need to eat. I'm really hungry, actually. I started sleeping at 5 a.m. Not the healthiest, but I had a pretty long day, I guess. Not really, actually. Not even. He's gonna pop that Derricane, then he's gonna use the Bullet Train just so I can negate it. That's usually not the play. And he's just gonna realize that he can't do anything. Actually, he could have kind of did something. He could have attacked over and then used limiter removal, but that's not the play. Can he even attack with this? I don't even know. Anyways, next replay. Wow, the Train player didn't open Urgent Schedule? No, don't worry, he did. Anyways, Tour Guide into Graph, blah blah blah. As long as I don't get interrupted on the Tour Guide, I don't give a shit. If I do get interrupted going second, at least I can Forbidden Drop, negate, send the Tour Guide, dodge, like Effect Veiler Infinite like that. But obviously I can't, you know, going first against Infinite and Veiler, just screw that, man. Can't do anything about it at all. It's just the worst normal summon because It's not a Phantom Knight monster, so you can't summon Silent Boots, you can't do anything, you can't revive it back with the freaking swords in your graveyard. Well, I mean, with Fogblade and Wings. Anyways, I'm just gonna full combo again. This deck is super consistent. Like, there is no way. This deck just never breaks. The only breaks are still playable because it's like double Fogblade with like a Graph or like a Ragged Gloves or an Ancient Cloak. And you're like, that's actually not bad. I can actually kind of survive with that, at least. For a brick, that's really good. It's a good brick. So, yeah, gonna Lightning Storm for attack position monsters. I was like, why? I can just summon Dark Requiem in defense, Cherubini send the freaking quick play, and that's kind of just losing Rusty and Levier. And obviously, Desires into Urgent Schedule because if you're a trained player, you have to stay loyal to, you know, what you should be drawing every single time. Your unsearchable 3-ofs that are glued to your hand. And now Dora the Explorer, not gonna do too much, obviously, especially if you're trying to attack over a monster that cannot be destroyed. And yeah, no, it's basically, no, you literally cannot do anything, so just gonna win the game there. Now let's go into the 12th and final replay. It's my first time saying a number over 10 in a replay video. Let's get into it. My hand is so good. Oh yes, this is what we want to see. I don't know. This is such a good hand. Ironically, this is not even considered a brick because you can still make like 9 interruptions with that. But you know, when we get infinited, what am I gonna do? Ironically though, my opponent is the one who bricked really hard, but that's definitely what you get for playing way too many utility cards in a deck that has no starters. Literally no starters. I mean, your starter is like Desires, try to draw Gred Maju, and Gizmek, and when you don't, well, oh shit. Yeah, obviously if Bigfoot gets discarded, nothing happens, I'm just Gooch, so he's gonna... I don't know why he didn't reveal the second Thunderbird though. That would have been such a good move. Like, it would have been so much pressure on me, and he didn't do that. Even if he got sniped, he pops this, and then Eater of Millions is kind of safe. But no, he decided to clown, I guess. There was really no way for him, no reason for him to do that. And discarding evenly is like really good if he draws into some... I mean, drawing into Lightning Storm is actually garbage, but you know what I'm trying to say. Grav getting Ashed literally doesn't matter at all, and then Infinite on the Rusty. Basically, using 2 interruptions, I can still play the game very well, and on extra Fogblade, so this deck is super resilient through interruptions. And the fact that I actually... that's so funny. This Thunderbird, I actually couldn't out it, is actually really good because it actually protected me from Lightning Storm on my 2 chops. So this Eater of Millions won't be able to do anything, and when he's revealing the Thunderbird, I know he's gonna get sniped, so I'm just gonna flip up my 2 Fogblades on the 2 monsters. This Thunderbird cannot pop anything, and then he's just gonna pass. Obviously, he could have went for like a Phoenix, but actually, yeah, that would have been like really bad. Not really. Jump over the Levier, and then, actually, no, turn on all of my Fogblades in the grave. Yeah, never mind, that's really stupid. Could have crashed the Phoenix on this, and then Lightning Storm for attack position monsters. That also would have been good, but then you have to deal with a stacked graveyard and a really good hand with just an... Oh, actually with nothing. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. So yeah, just gonna boost the Rusty. I didn't forget. Good. Just get so many pluses. I mean, this is what happens when you don't die. Once again, that freaking Seer coming in clutch, huh? Because I can actually make Appaloosa now. That Cherubini is a link to monster, so it seriously facilitates the making of Appaloosa. And then obviously Break Sword, blah blah blah. Dark Rebellion into Dark Requiem. He's had enough. This is just way more than enough. And when I saw that he wasn't responding to any of my cards, especially Torguide and Rusty, I was like, these two are definitely bluffs. It's just, he said them because he didn't want to discard them with Thunderbird and he thought they would be good later on, but they ended up never being good. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say and showcase for this beautiful Phantom Knight updated testing video. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like this. I'm talking really fast because I really want to get rid of this video ASAP so I can actually go eat because I'm actually super hungry. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check my merch, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. I'll see you next time. Peace.